Bonjour Virgo and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your mid-month tarot reading for the month of May. So I hope you are all doing well so far. I'm going to be pulling a few energies from my oracle deck and I will clarify the messages with the tarot. So as always, please do bear in mind those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. So take what applies directly to your circumstances and discard the rest. If you know you resonate better with your Moon, Venus or rising sign, or if you would like a more comprehensive picture, then do check out those readings too. Now what do we have for my Virgo querents, please? What do they need to know? So your first energy is card number 2, the Quail and Gooseberry, anticipation. You also have the Elk and Ash, strength. And with those you get the Salamander and Black Pepper, inspiration. I believe Taurus got the inspiration card in their reading. Okay, let's clarify this with the tarot. Clarify those energies for my Virgo querents, please. I think that's about right. So we begin with a major arcana, the Death card, followed by another major arcana, the Star, and the Nine of Wands. We then have another major arcana, the Emperor. At the middle of your spread you have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. The bottom row we have the Devil. This is another major arcana. This is interesting to see that in this row you have all majors, big energies. Justice, again major arcana, and the Four of Swords as the last card of your spread. I'm going to clarify this Four of Swords for you before I look at the bottom. Now clarify the Four of Swords, please. Another major arcana, the Moon. Okay. Bottom of the deck, energy around you, supporting you, that you may not be aware of, you have the Queen of Swords. Now you have two queens. So when I look at your spread already, just by glancing over it, you've got two queens, so female energies, divine feminine, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas out of 10. That's a whopping 60%. I mean, this is big. And I will tell you why, because the major arcana represents big energies in your life, you know, big life lessons, whereas the minor arcana represents the day-to-day events, situations and people. And to me as a tarot reader, when I see so many majors, this is really showing the direct intervention of your spirit team for you, you know, to nudge you in the right direction or to provide you with experiences that are going to enable you to evolve, whether it needs to be mentally, spiritually or emotionally, whatever the case may be. So right now you are dealing with very, very, very big energies, and this is supported by the Queen of Swords. Now the Queens represents patience and understanding. They are receptive, like the yin energy, and the Swords represents the mental realm. So this is knowledge, thoughts, ideas, truths and communication. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is very knowledgeable and maybe a bit abrupt, and no genders attached, because, you know, this is a general reading. It's the energy or the traits of the card that I'm talking about. And the Queen of Swords, she has clarity. She sees through lies, she cuts through the BS. and she will cut what no longer serves her. She has the knowledge. She's nearly at the end of the suit, so you know she's not the king yet, but she understands a lot. She uses this knowledge for obviously making wise decisions based on fact. She's not overwhelmed by her emotion, and you know she knows how to defend herself. Basically, she's a very protective person. So there is this energy around you at the moment, which I believe is the energy you are in right now. It's what I'm getting. In the middle of your spread, you have the Three of Pentacles. Now, I love the energy of the threes, generally speaking, because they let me put my teeth back in my mouth. They represent the creation, expansion, growth, which I love because that's what makes life interesting. And the pentacles are the physical world, so home life, work life, you know, jobs, promotions, careers, education, anything like that. So this is a growth card. This is saying that you are experiencing growth, or maybe your hard work is being recognized. That could well be. And it doesn't have to be just hard work at work as in employment. It could be your hard work at home as well if you're a homemaker. You know, your family may be noticing this, or your partner may be noticing this. There's that level of, you know, also working together to make things grow. It's a very nice energy to be in. So at the top of your spread here, you've got anticipation, the Death card, the Star, and the Nine of Wands. So in the near past, you have experienced a transformation, and you know, you really were expecting it, you wanted it, you know, that anticipation card relates to the Nine of Wands. Now, death is not death as in per se. Death talks about a real transformation, you know, like the phoenix rising. So the end of something, or shedding of something, so that something brand new can be birthed, something even better, even stronger. So this is what the death card talks about. And this was something you were hoping for, really, because the star is, you know, hopeful. It's wishing upon the star, like we say, you know, and being divinely guided by your spirit team. It's also healing, but it's a very optimistic outlook. And obviously next to the card, you know, with anticipation, this transformation, metamorphosis, the end of something, so something new could start again or be transformed. You know, you were really, really wishful about this, and you put your heart and soul into it, because the one suit is passion, desire, what really ignites your heart and soul. And the 9 is achievement in tarot. So this is talking about you having really put your heart and soul into something that is very important to your life, because it's a major arcana and you had great hopes for it. And the 9 of Wands also talks about a certain level of, you know, exhaustion, because when you put your heart and soul into something, it's exhausting. And the Knight of Wands is really not giving up, just pushing, because you know you're nearly there. And you were right, because, you know, you do have growth here. And then we move on to the card of strength, as I was talking to the 9 of Wands, which is pushing, knowing you're nearly there, you know, really going for it. You got the card of strength, and then the Emperor. So another major arcana, and the Emperor is fire energy. Number 4 rules the Emperor, which is strong foundation, solidity. And the Emperor is someone who is an empire builder. So someone who knows what to do to be successful. He doesn't lack for anything. He plans all of the little steps to get his troops to success. He or she, remember, no genders attached, this is a general reading. So, you know, this is you, in my mind anyway, that's how I see it. This is you bossing up, you know, taking power, taking control, showing strength to finish off, okay, because you're at the 9 and, you know, you need the 10 to finish off. So this is you doing that, experiencing the growth. And then on the other side you have a queen, another queen, your second one, the Queen of Cups. Now, as I said previously, the queens represents patience and understanding, and cups. Now that's the emotional realm, that's your feelings, love, relationships, emotions, but also creativity and intuition. It's water energy. Now the Queen of Cups is someone who's loving, very much in touch with her feelings, how she feels about things and people, trusts her intuition always. She's generally speaking depicted focusing on a cup or the shell here, and this is where happiness lies. All of her creativity is in that cup, all of her intuition is there. So this is someone very much attuned to how they feel. So whether this is someone in your environment that is at the core of this, situation that you're looking at, or whether this is you, looking at your feelings, trying to find out what it is that you want, there is something to do with this Queen of Cups. I'm so sorry, I live in town and it's so noisy. But I can see that this card is directly linked to, what you were pushing to achieve. And you've taken action and seen growth, and I do believe this is someone around you. And it could be a co-worker, it could be a family member, it could be obviously a romantic partner or a friend, take what resonates, but this person is central to this. And then on the bottom row we have inspiration with the Devil, Justice, and the Four of Swords. Now the Devil is a limiting energy. Now it could be internal or external, but generally speaking it represents temptation. If it's external, it can be things like someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart, but you don't know it, so they may look like good people to you and they're not. They may have something that's tempting you, but it's not a good idea for you. If it's internal, it can be many things. It could be repeating negative cycle of behavior, so it can go anything from drug addiction, substance addictions, overeating, to codependent relationships with narcissists. It could be negative self-talk as well, things that you say to yourself that you'd never dream to say to a friend, that kind of thing. You know what your devil is, that this is very personal. And I mean, when I look at this line here, you've got a rebirth, a transformation here, being empowered and then being faced by this devil. Now it is next to the card of inspiration and also has justice on the side. Now I like to see justice here because justice, well, she appears to re-establish order and harmony in your life. Justice is a karma card. It's you reap what you sow, and this is your spirit team saying, hey, be very careful with this devil. You've worked hard to get to where you are, and we're acknowledging this, and this is going to come out your way. This is going to be, the karma is going to go your way. Just be aware of this devil is what I'm saying, because this is a very positive card to have. And once the karma has been repaid, you have the Four of Swords with the Moon. Now 4 is stability, as I mentioned, with the Emperor, and so this is mental stability. This is taking some time out to think about things, and it's supported by the Moon energy. Now the Moon is the last major arcana I pulled out for you. Now the Moon talks about things that are a bit veiled, foggy, the shadow kind of thing. What you see in the moonlight doesn't look the same in the sunlight. It also talks about buried feelings, sometimes, repressed feelings. It is a card of intuition in some respects. And this supports the Four of Swords. It's very much saying to you, you need to take the time out because things may not be as they seem, is what I'm hearing loud and clear, because of this devil. Now, if this devil is linked to the Queen of Cups, this is asking you to look at this person, really, because they're not as they seem. If this person is bringing you, let's say, some kind of an offer for work or whatever the case may be, and you are inspired by it, be careful, because the devil is temptation. You see, this devil being next to the inspiration card is what I'm saying. I'm saying this, something's going to inspire you, you're really going to be excited by it, but it's a temptation, it's something to be aware of. And justice will come to your rescue, basically. you know, your spirit team is going to intervene. And it's really about taking the time out to think about this, because things are not as they seem with the moon. It really is a question of, yes, mental detachment. Take the time out and think about all of that, because this person is right underneath this person, and I'm getting really off vibes with this Queen of Cups for some reason. I'm going to pull out one last card for you. Can we have one last message for my Virgos, please? Take this one here, if I can. Let me do it. See, another major arcana, the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant, and obviously there are layers to the cards, it represents knowledge. You know, this is a teacher, this is a mentor. May represent a big company if we're looking at work here. But the Hierophant is enlightenment, you know, through the knowledge that he passes on. So your spirit team is saying that you are going to get what you need to know about this devil, whatever this is. You're going to get the enlightenment that you require, the knowledge that you require in order to move forward when you go into that Four Swords energy of, you know, taking some time out, thinking things through, because things are not as they seem. So you're going to get that knowledge, which is why you have the Queen of Swords here, who is supporting you, you know, with cutting what no longer serves you, or whoever or whatever is not for your highest good, is what I'm hearing. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If the message helped you in any way and clarified a few things for you, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to say I wish you a fantastic end of the month, because I can see that this is going to be a little bit challenging, but you know, there is no light without a little bit of darkness, and you are guided, definitely guided. You are going to get the knowledge that you need. So I'll be thinking of you. I will see you again very soon, and until next time, au revoir.